honor of Black History Month, fast food workers across the country went on a one-day strike last week demanding a $15 minimum wage and union rights. This comes as Washington debates a $15 federal minimum wage as part of a larger COVID-19 stimulus bill.
That's right. And joining us now is Mary Kay Henry, International President of the Service Employees International Union. Mary, thank you so much for being with us. And we should point out your union doesn't represent fast food workers, but obviously has been a big supporter of this Fight for 15 movement. So go ahead right now here on national television, make the case for increasing the minimum wage to $15 on a federal level.
A $15 minimum wage is an economic and moral imperative for our nation. Essential workers have been showing up to work, feeding us, caring for us, delivering goods to us, producing our nation's food throughout this entire pandemic. And they've been doing it on a measly $7.25 minimum wage. And it's long past time for this nation to go to 15 so that moms and dads don't have to choose between asthma inhalers and rent and can put food on the table. If we really want to rescue the nation and begin the recovery, we have to invest in the low wages all across the economy in the service and care sector. Yeah. So we look forward to the Congress acting on passing the $15 minimum wage as part of the American Rescue Plan and sending it to the president's desk for his signature.
Well, the president has signaled that it might not be a part of the final bill, this final COVID-19 relief bill. It could come up down the road. Are you worried that if it's not in this bill, your chances increase or decrease of getting to that $15 minimum wage?
Well, what workers know that have been striking and fighting for 15 for the past 8 years is that 70% of the American public supports it. We had 60% of Florida's voters just pass to enact it. And we know that the president believes it's long past time for the $15 minimum wage to go into effect. And that's why we're turning up the heat. We're texting, phoning, emailing, we're meeting with senators to make the case that 10% of the American people living and working in poverty is way too much. An overwhelming percentage of workers are women. And we know that 30% of all Black workers are earning minimum wage in this country. And if you really want to tackle racial equity, you have to raise the minimum wage.
Now, critics of this increase point to a nonpartisan study by the Congressional Budget Office that says raising the federal minimum wage to $15 by 2025, yes, would increase, of course, wages for millions. But the problem is it would also result in the loss of 1.4 million jobs over the next 4 years. What's your response to that study?
You know, economists said that in Seattle when the wage got raised to 15 and then rewrote their study when they found that they were wrong. There wasn't job loss, there was job growth. When you put more money in people's pockets, they spend it in their neighborhoods. And it grows the economy from every corner of this nation. And so we are confident that if we can get this passed and sent to the president's desk, every community will begin to see job growth because people will have more money in their pockets. They won't have to live on a razor's edge. The nursing assistants that are changing their clothes on the porch so they don't take the COVID virus into their families are going to be able to have the peace of mind of being able to provide for their families.
You've hit on this a little bit, but do you think absolutely now this pandemic has helped better make the case for a $15 minimum wage, given how much we have seen, like never before really, how much we depend on these essential workers?
Absolutely. And essential workers were happy to be applauded and have pots banged, but essential workers earning minimum wage want to see Congress act in treating them as essential by raising their pay. It's long past time for workers to be respected, protected, and paid what their work. And it's why we're so excited about the $15 minimum wage being included in the American Rescue Plan and to have caregiving invested in the next action of government when we move to creating good jobs. We need home care and child care jobs to be valued for the first time in this nation's history, paid $15, and allow those women to be able to bargain together for a better life through a union.
I think it's fair to say we have all been just reminded how valuable all of these people are and how needed they are. And I applaud you wanting to appreciate them, not just with pots being banged. International President of the Services Employees International Union, Mary Kay Henry, thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.